What's up guys, Starter Studio here and I just released a bunch of cards, so it's let's talk about them, why not, right? Later today I'll probably be doing a set review for Eternity Code, tell you which cards are worth getting and if the set is worth getting in general. First let's look at the new revealed cards. So new Koiki Meiru support cards, this is very random. I don't like the idea of more Koiki Meiru support as people will probably continue making the wrong choice for Emancipators, thinking hey they got new support, it's probably the right idea. Yeah, it's not. But anyway, let's look at this actual card. It's level 4 Earth Rock. That's never gonna be bad because of the whole Emancipator thing if the effects are good. You can use each effect with this card's name only once per turn, okay? If a face-up rock monster you control is set to the graveyard, you can special summon this card from your hand. And that alone is pretty good. It means if it's in the deck, you can just special summon it off an Emancipator. If it's in your hand, you can special summon itself. That already makes it very playable. I think this is a great thing for an Emancipator. Now I'm no judge, I'm not sure if it still works if you synchro summon something, because hell a lot of cards can only miss timing, but whatever. If it does miss timing, first effect is good, if it misses time it's obviously not good, but it's 2020, I don't think Konami's that much of a bitch. If this card is special summoned, you can add either one Iron Core of Kokimaru or one card specifically lists Iron Core of Kokimaru in its text, except this card from your deck to your hand. Well, this effect sounds really good, they consider the fact I've looked at them, there's no good search targets for this. Yes, some bad lists for Emancipator and Koki Guardian and stuff, but you don't even want those in your hand, you want them on the field. Theoretically, you could search one of them so you could, pay the maintain cost no matter what the rest of your hand is, but no. I don't think you're gonna use the second effect at all in an Emancipator and Rock combo decks. Of course, for Koki Meiru itself, the second effect will be useful. I mean, you can just search the Iron Core, which is never gonna be bad. But in general, in most practical uses, mostly an Emancipator once again, I don't think you will be using second effect. It's just a rock that if you draw it can special summon itself, and that's never going to be bad. I mean, look at something like Gigantus, right? Now there's one issue, the rock monster you control needs to be sent to the grave. So you can do it with an Exceed Summon. But one thing I do really like is that it's level 4, that just summons itself without breaking like Gigantus. I mean, Gigantus does the work of an Emancipator, which gives you a very consistent way to access the rank 4 that search the rock, aka search block dragon most of the time. So, that's pretty neat. Also level 4 Earth, so combined with level 1 Earth tuner, you have your net beast right there. So they revealed a few promos, I mentioned one of them already in my community tab. So new Time Wizard Fusion, which is interesting. I wonder if it's a machine. If it's a machine level 5, it can always be interesting, right? Oh wait, it says here, or it doesn't say the typing, it's just light level 5 fusion. Okay. So, interesting. I wonder why mostly, but we'll see. If there's Red Eyes material, then Red Eyes fusion becomes a thing, but I doubt it. Time Magus, okay. So this was the most surprising thing to me. Harpy Lady Clash, level 8 Wind Synchro. And not the both OCG name for Cyber Harpy Lady and Harpy Lady's manga's attack name, so we're getting a totally different name in the TCG probably, so don't hate on this name yet, we're probably getting a different name. But the thing is, we don't know a lot about this card yet, Harpy Ladies don't have a tuner, so I wonder what they want to do with this. A few people guessed already having a way to cheat it out without a tuner, and I think that's very likely. Or they're certainly getting more support, but I don't think these three are an indication of support for the other archetypes. I mean, I hope not. I mean, Jinzo is cool and all, but I don't want Time Wizard support. That would be a waste of cardboard, honestly. Please don't, Konami. Yeah, Harpies. I would be fine with Harpies getting support. The deck's already quite decent, although the last wave wasn't exactly impressive. Harpies have potential. Just very weird for them to get a synchro. Now, traditionally, they mostly go into Exceed monsters. They're non-Exceed based deck, but if you're going to the extra deck, traditionally you're going into Exceed monsters. The Link players have become more available, but synchros is something they haven't done before, so it's kind of weird. But yeah, a good level 8 Wind generic synchro could be nice for something like Speedroid. And the Wind Witch engine. If it's not generic, then I wonder what I really want to bring to the table. No point talking a little bit more. I think it's really cool that they're releasing a Jinzo Exceeds. It was something that already looked like an option. Now, once again, we don't know anything about this card. I know a lot of decks can go into rank 6s. Rika could benefit from this if it's good. We don't know how generic it will be and if it will be good. That's the big issue. Some cute cards. Yeah, so this really gives me Spyro vibes. Like, it looks like a card straight out of Spyro. If anyone ever played those games. Looks cool, 100 Dragon. Not gonna talk about it too much. It looks cool. It's a level 4 Wind Dragon. It could be great, it could be awful, we don't know that yet. Next 3 subscription promos are all GX promo cards. Reptia Egg, Samsara Dragon and Dark Alligator. Now, truth be told, I haven't exactly looked those cards up. But I think at least this is like reptile related. It's cool that they're coming up, we don't know a lot about them yet. Dracoon Lamp. Oh, so it's a Dracoon of Red Eyes support Pork Champ. Anyways, once per turn, quickie, you can discard 1 Worm monster, discard gains 1000 defense at the end of this turn. Yeah. Once per turn, if this card attack position card battles another attack position monster during damage calculation, you can apply both battling monsters defense for damage calculation. What happens if this battles a Link? I don't know. My guess is that you can't even use this against a Link. If that's true, then it's bad. Do they automatically become 0? In that case, it could out any Link, and that would be funny. Well, if you discard a Worm, it becomes 3000. Okay, so this can out quite some things, actually. Still, I don't think anyone will play this, but, I mean, you have to run into this, but basically, that's... I mean, I guess it outs certain monsters, potentially. It's probably outs Winda, for example. Which I need to discard for it to work. Dice, try again. Quick play, spell. So, considering the fact we just got these Time Wizard support, potentially. I mean, it's just a fusion. This seems like weird. Roll a 6-sided die, and if the result is 1 or 6, add 1 card that has a dice rolling effect from your deck to your hand. Otherwise, roll a 6-sided die again and apply the appropriate effect. 1 or 6, return this card on the field to the hand. 2, 3, 4, or 5, return this card on the field to the top of the deck. Well, I don't like this card. Once again, too RNG based. Can't it search like the entire Chess Archfiend deck though? But still, it's very RNG based. I'm not a fan of those. But I guess it's cool for gimmicky decks that need themselves a search. I mean, if you like a gambling deck, then you're gonna run this. That's cool, I guess. Gizmek Kuramucha, the Draconic Deluge Divinity. Now, one thing to note is that Gizmek cards in general are just very strong and have a general purpose, so I take this really no exception. Level 10 Water Machine effect, okay. Yeah, I need to look at something for a quick second. I'm opening up my Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro. Jin Gold Slime. Level 10, okay, it's not, no, I thought you could use this material for the Egyptian Gold Slime. I hope the background noise aren't too loud. I really hate children. Parents don't watch their children at all, even during the coronavirus, and just let them hang out with each other like, what the hell are you doing? I hope it's not leaking too much in the microphone, because my microphone picks up a lot of noise. I know, sorry about that. Nothing I can do about it. Anyways, the card. If 2 or more monsters special summon from an extra deck or on the field, you can special summon this card from your hand. I mean, either combo piece in your own deck, or board breaking, depending on the rest effect. You can pay 1500 life points, destroy all monsters on the field special from an extra deck, else you can attack with only 1 monster for the rest of its turn. Okay. This card position is sent to the graveyard by the opponent's card. So this happens if they negate it or destroy it. You can banish 1 monster from your opponent's graveyard and gain life points equal to its attack. It's cute. I mean, it does destroy, so... Monster the field special from the extra deck, else you can attack with only 1 monster. I mean, what prevents them from just negating it? That's my biggest issue with this. I guess combined something nicely with something like Dark Lumora, just negate everything then wipe them all, but in general, I'm not so sure about this one. It probably has some uses that I'm not seeing at the moment. So yeah, I'll actually save the TCG premieres for later. Red Poton. I mean, the art alone, like what level on Fire Fairy, that's interesting. You can target 1 Poton monster control, it's 3 as a tuner until the end of the next turn, including itself. If either player consumes a monster or has monsters on the field, you can special 1 Poton monster from your hand or deck. I haven't really looked at Potons, I don't know if the rest of them are useful. I'm just gonna assume they aren't, to be honest. Junk Sleep. So when I saw this card, it's like, hell yes, they're finally giving Junk Doppel some more needed support. The game has been screwing with us so long, we're finally getting new support. No, it's not support for us. Damn it, couldn't happen. Continuous trap. If your opponent normal special summons a monster, you can change all face down defense position monster control to face attack position. During the end phase, you can change all monster control to face down defense position. I'm not a Ghostrick expert, but is this playable in Ghostrick? Cocoon Control could use this, possibly, I'm not sure. Crawler, I can imagine some decks liking this. Shadows, maybe? Not sure. Don't think Shadows will be running this, actually. They don't actually rely that much on the flip effects. I mean, they have flip effects, but it's not like that's your entire goal, right? They have Sinister Shadow games. This card looks decent. I don't know a lot about flip effect monsters in general, to be honest. I'm not a Cocoon Control player, so yeah. TCG Premieres. So, Pirate, the Ghost Pirate, if face without monster control accept. This card is destroyed with battle card effect. Should have been removed from the field, by the way. It's 2020, Konami, wake up. While this card's in your graveyard, you can special this card banish it and leaves the field, and if you do it, gains 100 attack for each other monster in your graveyard to the end of the next turn. I guess theoretically, since it has the banish what leaves the field clause, you could repeatedly use it for exceeds. It's only triggers when destroyed with battle card effect, not removed from the field or something, so bad. Just terrible, honestly. Rose Girl. Level 3 Earth Plant Tuner. Hey, plant support. That's nice. If a face of plant monster control is sent to the graveyard, except during pardon me. If a face of plant monster control is sent to the graveyard, except during damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand. No conditions. Oh. If a plant monster is on the field and discards to your graveyard, you can add this card to your hand. You can only use one Rose Girl effect per turn and only once a turn. Why? Can you even use the second effect in your opponent's turn? Else, this is so goddamn slow, better re-adding. Still, it's an inherent special summon of a level 3 Earth Plant Tuner, and that's never gonna be bad. Once again, not a judge. I don't know what this triggers on and what not. Does it trigger on Lone Fire? If it does trigger on Lone Fire, that's pretty big. I can imagine it working out in combination with things like... holy shit, these kids outside are loud. Field parroting much. Holy shit. Like, seriously, if you have your kids and you just send them outside, at least learn them how to be damn quiet. Thank you. Because this is ridiculous. It's Rose Girl. Yeah, it's a tuner, so Hulky Fibrax says hello. Level 3, Cherubini says hello. Plant Dragon Link. Never say never. Plant Link in general would like this. MX Saber Invoker is still bad, though. Yeah, this card is actually pretty good. Really, really good, actually. I like this. I like this a lot. I think this is a good sport, actually. Scriptum. Get banish one cyber monster from the graveyard, except itself, special this card from your hand. If this card is sent to the graveyard as a material for a link symbol of a cyber monster, get after one banish monster, shuffle it into the deck. Now, if this was added to your hand, this would have been a good card, but whatever. Can use effect once per turn. It does lock you to cybers. That's level 5, so I guess there's potential somewhere down the line, but I'm not sure for what. I mean, extra deck monsters can be cybers, so you know. Yeah. Toty Dragon, 3 arrows pointing down, link 3, 2500 attack, 2+1 special for the X deck. Wow, this sounds great. Must be great, right? Fuse your opponent can't activate monster effects during the battle phase. Like, okay. Your opponent can't activate spell and trap cards during your main phase. You know, this effect sounds great, but at the point you summoned this, they would have used any good spell and traps already. This is nothing. Exceeds. Your opponent can't activate effective cards in the graveyard during your main phase or battle phase. I mean, you know what the issue is with these effects? Once you summon this, any chance they had to use the cards in those places would have already been used. Battle phase negation isn't great, else Ancient Gears would be a relevant deck right now, and it's not. So, bad card on plate. Necro, Quip, Prism, normal spell. And now we're getting the Obama Prism. Anyways, normal spell, target 1 level 4 lower monster graveyard, special summon monster from your hand to an equal or lower level than the target. Then equip that target, so the card in the grave to it, I guess. Rest in turn, you can activate cards or the effective cards with the same name as that equip card. So the equip card refers to the monster in the graveyard that you do not that you equip, right? Well, monsters equipped to a summoned monster by this effect, it gains attack equal to half the attack of the equipped monster. So, okay, I don't care about gaining attack. It's just a way to special summon a monster from your hand without negating the effect in your hand, right? If I am getting that part right, and it indeed works that way, this card is really good. One thing that triggers me, Quip. But it's not a Quip spell. God fucking damn it. But this has a lot of potential in decks like Goki. I think Goki in general would benefit a lot from this. A lot of combo decks do. I mean, Flame Noble Knights always would like ways to summon from your hand. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure about this card, like how it functions, but if it functions like I think it does, and it should work like that, like just being able to revive anything. I mean, you can't use the monster you have in the grave anymore, but like for example, Warrior decks, there's some new space connector at the beginning of the combo, then don't ever use it again, so you just have a dead level 4 in your grave. Infinity might actually like this, because you can just get one of your monsters out of your hand, and you always have cards in your grave that you don't use. Did we just get another great Infinity card? Just like if, for example, 2 guys to your grave, just equip it to your Mirage in your hand, and then you can just get an additional special of your Mirage without needing to use Signature Street Patrol. Wow, this Necro Equip Prism, if it indeed does negate the effect of the monster you special summon from your hand, which I assume it does, has a lot of potential. I think it's a great card. Wow, okay, I like this card. This is a really great card. Don't sleep on this card. Get your playset ASAP. But Corona, yeah, okay. Get it when this bullshit's over. Blue Bear, do I even wanna read these? Okay, I'll just skim through them myself. It's level 4 Water Fiend. Special discard from the hand. Like, okay, it gives the speed. If the card set from the hand or monster into the grave, it discard 1 card, draw 1 card, like. It special summons itself. That's a redeeming quality. Besides that, it's not that great. But, you know, it special summons itself, so whatever, right? It's one other this is a tuner, okay. It's one other field to the grave, okay. Did I count as monsters in the spell trap? So I'm not sure if it's got to the grave. Maybe give them some speed, I guess, and this gives you some access to recovery plays. Big issue that they don't really give you advantage, and that's something the deck lacks in general, I believe. You may face special 1. Oh, this is a light fiend. Fusion, okay. 2 Planet Patrol monsters doing a main phase quickie. You can special summon 1 Planet Patrol monster from your hand as phase of spell trap. Okay, that's a good effect. Phase monster effect. Effect, you can discard 1 Planet Patrol card. Really? Couldn't just have been discard 1 card. Get activation if you do destroy it, then if it is equipped with a. This actually seems like a great monster. Especially since you can cheat these out, if I'm correct. That's the entire gimmick of Planet Patrol route. For exploration from the hand of field fusion material, we can manage to get from the grave. I can cheat this out, right? Why would you? Oh wow. Okay, but you might actually just discard this since it's a name, but okay, I see. So this actually seems decent. Go into a Planet Patrol monster that gains 500 attack as your opponent cannot target it with effects. Make it an effect by your opponent. Can't have good cards, okay. It's equipped. You can send this equipped card to the graveyard, special components for extra deck with. You know, this actually doesn't seem too bad. Pride, okay. Continuous trap, that's okay, whatever. So there's no opponents battle, draw 1 card. They needed a way to get advantage, so this isn't too bad. Opponent draws 1 card, then you can look at their hand, send 1 monster from it to the graveyard. I mean, if you know they search something important, this could have an use. Yes, giving them a draw is risky, but let's say they're playing Altergeist at their Multifaker to hand, you can chain this and get the Multifaker to the grave immediately. Not sure if that's good play, I'm not too versed with Altergeist, but just giving a quick example, you can. The effect can be nice. Look at your approach extra extensions at 1 monster to the grave. This especially is nice. Let's say, for example, for whatever reason somebody's playing TG, you can just chain this, look at the extra deck, get rid of their TG Hyper Librarian, suddenly their entire deck is useless. I guess this isn't too bad, it's not great, but, you know, being able to break even by giving you some way of drawing cards, that's nice. Planet Patrol Party, oh my god, really. If you control a Planet Patrol monster draw cards equal to the amount of equip cards you control. Oh, there are 10, okay. Then you have a card from your hand can't you even -1 or something? At least give the deck some way to build advantage. Oh my god. There's some... I mean, I guess since the equips it's decent, but still, was it ask too much to have a way to build advantage? Anyways, I don't think Plunder Patrol is suddenly a good deck, but I mean, this wave support isn't too bad from what I saw. It just still has too many issues, need a way to build advantage, and that's not what this support gives them. Anyways, some decent new cards. I especially like the Necroquip Prism. I might need to play around a lot with that, and Rose Girl also seems nice for decks like Rika, Sylvan, you name it. I think there's a lot of options. So I hope you guys liked this little review video. I know it's long, I know it's messy, but you know, just want to do a quick review of all new cards. Because, well, making separate videos for them all, I'll be talking about the Eternity Code in a later video probably. Anyway, see you guys next time. Start you signing out.